Valmiki Ramayana, Kishkindha Kanda, Book number 4, Sarga 33, Roman numerals XXXIII 33, LAKSHMAN'S entry. Through the fair city Lakshman came, invited in Sugriva's name. Within the gates the guardian bands of Vanars raised their suppliant hands, and in their order ranks amazed upon the princely hero gazed. They marked each burning breath he drew, the fury of his soul they knew. Their hearts were chilled with sudden fear. They gazed, but dared not venture near. Before his eyes the city, gay, with gems and flowery gardens lay. Gardens lay. Where fen and palace rose on high. Palace rose on high, and things of beauty charmed the eye. Where trees of every blossom grew, yielding their fruit in season due. To Vanars of celestial seed, who wore each varied form at need, fair-faced and glorious with the shine of heavenly robes and wreaths divine. There sandal, aloe, lotus bloomed, and there delicious breath perfumed. The city's broad street redolent of sugary mead and honey scent. There many a lofty palace rose, like Vindhya or the Lord of Snows, and with sweet murmur sparkling rills leapt lightly down the sheltering hills. On many a glorious palace raised, for prince and noble Lakshman gazed. Like clouds of pally hue they shone, with fragrant wreaths that hung thereon. There wealth of jewels was enshrined, and fairer gems of womankind. There gleamed of noble height and size, like Indra's mansion in the skies, protected by a crystal fence of rock, the royal residence. Wow. With roof and turret high and bright, like mountain Kailasha's loftiest height. There blooming trees, Mahendra's gift, high o'er the walls were seen to lift their golden fruited boughs that made, with leaf and flower, delicious shade. He saw a band of Vanars wait, wielding their weapons at the gate, where golden portals flashed between, celestial garlands red and green. Within Sugriva's fair abode, unchecked the mighty hero strode. As when the sun of autumn shrouds his glory in a pile of clouds, through 7 wide courts he quickly passed, and reached the royal tower at last, where seats were set with couch and bed of gold and silver richly spread. While the young chieftain's feet drew near, the sound of music reached his ear. As the soft breathings of the flute came blending with the voice and lute, Then beauty showed her youth and grace, and varied charm of form and face. Soft, bright-eyed creatures, fair and young, gay garlands round their necks were hung, and greater charms to each were lent by richest dress and ornament. He saw the calm attendants wait about their lord in careless state, heard women's girdles chime in sweet accordance with their tinkling feet. He heard the anklets' silvery sound, he saw the calm that reigned around, and o'er him as he listened came a rush of rage, a flood of shame. He drew his bowstring with the clang, from east to west the welkin rang. Then in his modest mood withdrew a little from the lady's view, and sternly silent stood apart, while wrath of Rama filled his heart. Sugriva knew the sounding string, and at the call the Vanar king sprang swiftly from his golden seat, and feared the coming prince to meet. Then with cold lips that terror dried, to beauteous Tara thus he cried, "What cause of anger, O my spouse, fair with the charm of lovely brows, sets Lakshman's gentle breast on fire, and brings him in unwonted ire? Say, canst thou see, O faultless dame, a cause to till his soul with flame? For there must be a reason when such fury stirs the king of men. Reveal the sin, if sin of mine, anger the lord of Raghu's line, or go thyself his rage subdue, and with soft words his favor woo. Soon as on thee his eyes are set, his heart this anger will forget. For men like him, of lofty mind, are never stern with womankind. First, let thy gentle speech disarm his fury and his spirit charm, and I, from fear of peril free, the conqueror of his foes will see." She heard, with faltering steps and slow, with eyes that shone with trembling glow, with gold-girt body gently bent, to meet the stranger prince she went. When Lakshman saw the Vanar queen, with tranquil eyes and modest mien, before the dame he bent his head, and anger at her presence fled. Made bold by draughts of wine, and cheered by Lakshman, look no more she feared. Made bold by draughts of wine, and cheered by Lakshman, look no more she feared, and in the trust his favor lent, she thus addressed him eloquent: "Whence springs thy burning fury, say? Who dares thy will to disobey? Who checks the maddened flames that seize on forests full of withered trees?" Then Lakshman spoke, her mind to ease, his kind reply in words like these: Thy Lord his days in pleasure spends, heedless of duty and of friends. Nor dost thou mark, thou fondly true, the evil path his steps pursue. He cares not for affairs of state, nor us forlorn and desolate, but sits a mere spectator still, a sensual slave to pleasure's will. 4 months were fixed, the time agreed, when he should help us in our need. But, bound in toils of pleasure fast, he sees not that the months are past. Where beats the heart, which draughts of wine, to virtue or to gain incline. Hast thou not heard those draughts destroy? Draughts. Hast thou not heard those draughts destroy virtue and gain and love and joy? For those who helped at need refuse, their aid in turn their virtue lose. And they who scorn a friend disdain, a treasure not may buy again. Thy Lord has cast his friend away, nor feared from virtue's path to stray. If this he true, declare, O Dame, who knowest duty's every claim. What further work remains for us, deceived and disappointed thus? She listened, for his words were kind, where virtue showed with gain combined. And thus in turn the prince addressed, as hope was rising in his breast. No time, no cause of wrath I see with those who live and honor thee. And thou shouldst bear without offense thy servant's fitful negligence. I know the seasons glide away, while Rama maddens at delay. I know what deed our thanks has earned. I know that grace should be returned. But still I know, whatever befell, that conquering love is Lord of all. But still I know, whatever befall, that conquering love is Lord of all. Now, where Sugriva's thoughts possessed by one absorbing passion rest, but he whom sensual joys debase heeds not the claim of time and place, and sees not with his blinded sight his duty or his gain aright. O pardon him who loves me spare the vanner caught in pleasure's snare. And once again let Rama grace with favor him who rules our race, and royal saints whose chief delight was penance and austerest rite. At love's commandment have unbent, beguiled by sweetest blandishment. And now Sugriva, roused at last, the order to his lords has passed, and long by love and bliss delayed, wakes all on fire your hopes to aid. A countless host his city fills, new gathered from 1,000 hills. Impetuous chiefs who wear at need, each wearied form his legions lead. Come then, O hero, kept aloof by modest awe, nor fear reproof. A faithful friend untouched by blame may look upon another's dame. He passed within by Tara pressed, by his own impatient breast. Refulgent there in sun-like sheen, Sugriva on his throne was seen. Gay garlands round his neck were twined, and Rama by her lord, and Ruma by her lord recline. Absolutely beautiful. Footnotes 364 1b. Mairea, a spirituous liquor from the blossoms of the Lythrum fructicosum with sugar. Maitreya. 364 2b. Their names are as follows: Angad, Mainda, Dvivida, Gavaya, Gavaksha, Gaja, Saraba, Vidyunmali, Sampati, Suryaksha, Hanuman, Virabahu, Subahu, Nala, Kumuda, Sushena, Tara, Jambavan, Dadivakra, Nila, Supatala, and Sunetra. I mean, I hate when they slaughter words. Lakshman's speech. Wow. Absolutely beautiful description of the city of Kishkindha, the planet of the apes, the amazing Wakanda of the Simian Semite race, Semites of Ramoses, Simians of Rama. Absolutely beautiful description of the whole city. It just shows it's like straight out of Lord of the Rings type of castle. Lofty castles, not one or two, but like many, all over the place, all over the cliffside, colossal cliffside, like literally out of Lord of the Rings type of thing. Actually, Lord of the Rings, they plagiarized everything from Ramayana too. The fight between good and evil, like Ramayana is literally just like completely the fight between good and evil, between Rakshasa, giant race of Rakshasas, orcs, and and the children of men. When God walked this earth as if an ordinary man. Rama, Lakshman, Bharat, and Shatrughna. Rama walked this earth as a son of an ordinary man, as if an ordinary man. Jai Shri Ram, Hail Ram, eternal Rome, eternal Ramayana. Ciao.